Oh my gosh, there's another dog hair on the lens again. Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Sophie and today I'm going to be doing a Q&A to celebrate the fact that we've hit 2,000 subscribers. How exciting. If you can hear that, we're having a bit of a rain shower at the moment, so that's going on. But yeah, I asked on YouTube and on Instagram for questions. And I have so many. I didn't realise until I was just writing them all down and looking on my phone at the Instagram ones how many questions I actually got. So thank you so much if you sent them in. I'm going to try and answer all of them, but there are a lot. So we'll see how we get on. I think I'm going to start, I've tried to put them in categories. I'll start with the YouTube questions, the Instagram questions, because they're just on my phone. So we'll go straight into it. Do you have any health battles, mental or physical? Yes. How long have we got in this video? No, I'm joking. So I have some mental health, I have a mental health condition. I want to talk about it at some point, but I'm not sure how I would go about it and what I would really want to say. So I've not really spoken that much about it at the moment. Also, I have an appointment for that soon and they're going to be doing, I want to encourage them to look at the diagnosis and stuff. So yeah, in terms of physical health, I have I have two referrals currently for the hospital. So we're waiting on those. So yeah, I have a bit going on with health, so that's why I mention it sometimes. But yeah, it's just nothing's really solid at the moment with my health, as in my diagnosis and stuff like that for different things. It's a lot of testing and stuff going on. I think that will be going on soon. So yeah, health is a weird one, isn't it? But yeah, thank you for your question. Two people have said that they don't want to ask me a question. They just either they love my video or they wanted to say hi, so hi to you. Someone asked me, what did I study at university? So I'm really lucky. I've actually been to university twice. The first time I studied business management with geography. I wanted to do geography because it was my best subject at school, and the university I was applying to actually didn't do just a geography course. You could only do it with something else, which was really weird. So I chose business management because out of all of them, that looked like the most practical one. And I actually loved business. It's what I preferred massively to geography. I really didn't like geography at uni. I really struggled with it. But yeah, and then that led on to the second degree, which was my master's degree. I did marketing, and I didn't do marketing during my first degree because I found out you had to do a 30-minute presentation, and I was so shy and scared and anxious at that I didn't take the module because I didn't want to do that presentation. So yeah, I always regretted it. And then a few years after I graduated, the first time I was like, you know what, let's try and do a marketing degree. So that's what I did. It was actually a luxury marketing degree, so it was very fancy. And yeah, it was the best time. I was there during the pandemic. I started 2019, finished 2020. So I met some of my closest friends there, and yeah, it was great. Would I ever do travel/outdoorsy type vlogs? I would love to do that. I don't want to go into it too much because I don't want to jinx anything, but we have got some trips planned for next year and I definitely want to bring the camera along and vlog that. I'm really excited to do that. So yeah, watch this space. What is your favourite Taylor Swift song? This is probably going to be the hardest question of all of them. My favourite Taylor Swift song, I don't know if I've got a favourite. I have kind of like a top few on each album, but Megan said I saw her Saturday night. Mine was Fearless. Fearless is a good one. But yeah, I honestly don't think it changes all the time as well. Like I did not review, like rankings of the different albums. And I watched them back and I'm like, what was I thinking? Why would I say that is my favourite song? That is not my favourite song. And yeah, it just changes all the time. So I'm really sorry, I actually can't answer that because right now, if I had to go right here, right now, no, I can't. It's like choosing my child. They are my children, these songs. I don't have children yet. These are my children. Tell us about your gorgeous pup. I love your vids, thank you. I would show you the pup, but she is actually sleeping right now. We just had kind of like a fairylands ambient video on, and it's put her into a really deep sleep, so I'm not going to wake her up for you, I'm afraid. But yeah, we've had her probably, when did we get her? We've had her probably like 13 years now. She's getting quite old, but we love her so much. She is a bit of a character. She is loud. She likes to bark at everything going past. So I think this is why she's asleep, because no one's walking past in the rain. But yeah, we love her. She's the best. Have you thought about buying dumbbells for home on days you feel too anxious for the gym? So I don't do that much strength training actually at the moment. I will go into my health questions because I have some. But yeah, in terms of like fitness and stuff, I'm not doing that much strength training at the moment, and I honestly don't know how. I know how to do dumbbells, but I don't know how to do dumbbells at the same time. So yeah, maybe one day if I feel confident enough. My goal is to one point get some more personal training sessions and to get them to teach me how to do stuff and actually record it so I can do it myself afterwards, because I get them to show me stuff and then it just goes out my head straight away. Other health questions. What do you eat, drink in a day? Please do a vlog on this topic. I'd love to do a video on that topic. I could definitely do a video just showing everything I eat and drink in a day. I will add that to my video list. I noticed on an older vlog that you counted your steps. Would you consider doing this again? Yes, so I've got my Apple Watch and that counts my steps every day. I don't do that much unless I'm at the gym, if I'm being honest. I walk the dog and stuff like that, but other than that, it's not that many steps that I do because I work from home. Days I go into London, I do a lot of steps. My watch always is like, are you okay? You suddenly started exercising. But yeah, it's something I definitely need to do more of. Have you watched an episode of Eat Yourself Sexy yet? And this was one of the recommendations I got. I think this was Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. From people when I was asking in my weight loss video how people stay motivated and if they have any influencers and stuff they follow. So I haven't actually got around to that yet. I have got quite a long list of people and channels and accounts to go and look through. So I haven't got to it yet, but I want to, so bear with me. I'm struggling to get off sugar. How are you doing with sugar and junk food, Sophie? I'll be totally honest, I'm doing really rubbish with it. I still crave it so much. We had a McDonald's the other day. Felt very bad about it afterwards, but at the same time I didn't, because I was craving it so much. It was like I needed it. It wasn't, in my weight loss class we were talking about emotional eating, and it almost wasn't emotional eating. It was like I physically needed it. Like my tummy was like telling me, you need a McDonald's. It's not just a McDonald's, it's the burger. That's what I needed. So I don't know, maybe I needed red meat, I don't know, but whatever it was, I needed it. So yeah, I'm not the best person to give you advice at the moment because I'm really struggling myself, but I hope that by eating healthily most of the time, eventually those cravings will get less and less, and then one day I'm gonna wake up and not want a burger. Because at the moment I literally am waking up and I'm like, you know, it'd be great if we went to McDonald's today. Do you have a Whole Foods store near you? No, I don't live, I think in the UK there's only ones in like London and stuff like that. So I don't live, I mean, I live close enough to travel in for work, but not to just go grocery shopping. So yeah, we don't have one near us, unfortunately. It would be great if we had something like that near us. I think that would really help with a lot of things, but no, we don't. If you cannot go to the gym, do you have an alternative workout at home or in the garden or neighbourhood? So I used to do like on the TV, like those kind of home workouts that you can get on YouTube. I used to do like dance workouts, but I've always felt really self-conscious, and even though it's in my own house, I don't know, it just made me feel weird. So I'm looking for something at the moment that I can do at home that I like. I think that's, at the moment, that's what I'm struggling with exercise, is finding something I actually like. So that's what I'm trying to do. What do you do for workouts at the gym? How often do you go? So I'm aiming to go about 4 or 5 times a week. I don't normally hit that, if I'm being honest. I think this week I've gone twice so far, and it's Saturday, so I want to go tomorrow to, you know, I have to go tomorrow. I've got to weigh myself tomorrow. So yeah, we'll definitely go tomorrow. So that'll be free. So that's more realistic. In terms of what I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing mostly treadmill stuff. I was doing incline walks, but that really aggravated my back. So I'm going back down to like flat walking. And like I'm starting to try, I want to do jogging, but I don't want to push it because I'm scared of my back. Yeah. And that's all the ones for health. I've been talking ages already, but let's carry on, shall we? What other topics do we have? Writing, okay. Have you thought about releasing short stories to practice as a writer? Practice makes improvement. Yeah, so I haven't actually. The only writing I really am doing is towards my big project, Project Moonstone. Which sort of sounds so exciting to say out loud. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea, but I am so desperate to get this project done because it's been in my head for over 10 years, and it's just at the point where I need to get it down. If nothing else happens from it, I just need to write it down and get it out my head. So yeah, that's that. What is your favourite genre to read versus your favourite genre to write, and why? The answer is the same for both, I think, and that's fantasy. Purely because the reason I like to read and write and do stuff is for the escapism. I don't do very well with books that are like real world problems and stuff like that, because I feel like I experience enough of that with the news and what I go through in my own life and all this sort of stuff. And for me, it's really a chance to just go into the page and be somewhere else. So yeah, whether I'm reading or whether I'm writing, I really like fantasy. Fantasy, not like romantasy, really. I think that's why I'm struggling with A Court of Thorn and Roses series, the ACOTAR series, because it's quite spicy, and I'm not a spicy girl. I'm a vanilla girl. I don't really care about those kind of scenes. So yeah, but yeah. And are any of the characters in your book based on people who you know in real life? The answer to this is no. Everyone is completely made up. Yeah, there's no like crossover between people I know in real life and the characters in the book. Everyone's just come from my imagination. All the names are different as well. Like I haven't named anyone that I know in real life after a character or anything like that yet. Yeah. The next category is like friendships and dating. Ooh. So the first question is, do you date? And the answer is no. At the moment, I'm not dating. I feel like I don't have time because I work full time. I look after mum. I have the cats and the dog. I have this YouTube channel, I'm writing, I'm trying to go to the gym. Like, when is a man meant to fit in with all of that? I don't know. Yeah. Similar to this is, do you want children of your own someday? Yes, I do. Again, I don't know how that will happen with the lack of man and the lack of dating, but I definitely do want children of my own someday. Did you date in your 20s? What was your experience like? So yeah, I dated at uni a little bit. It was horrific. And dating is still horrific. My friend has me on on a dating app at the moment. She has me on Hinge. So if you see me on Hinge, mind your own business. But some of the stuff people say to you and present themselves, the way they present themselves and all this sort of stuff is actually horrific. Like, I can't imagine what it's like for younger people who are younger than me now, who have lived their whole lives with technology and this is the only way they know, because it's actually kind of gruesome. like it's just not the one. Like, I almost wish I was born 100 years ago and it was all arranged for me and I didn't have to do anything. But yeah, just I just want to go to a bookstore and meet the love of my life. Like, how difficult is that? And I blame Disney for this, like, that I could just bump into a guy in the forest and sing a song and then we're like partners for life. But yeah. I think I went off topic. What do you look for in a partner? I think, again, with the Disney thing, I've got very high standards that are very unrealistic. So I think the main thing is that they've got to be able to make me laugh, just be kind, and yeah, to be honest, I think a Disney prince is my ideal partner. So yeah, there aren't that many men in the world that resemble that, and they've all been taken because they're so rare. So yeah. And then one on more like friendships. Do you find it easy to keep in touch with friends? I find my friendships are fading fast through my 20s, and I definitely agree with this and relate to this. I only need to keep in touch with 2 people from my first degree and only about 3 or 4 from my second degree. And then I'm trying to think, I've got 1 school friend left and that's it. I really don't have a big group of friends. They're more like tight knit, but I don't speak to them that often. It's more birthdays and Christmas and occasions. Like, my friend messaged me 2 days ago randomly about Akata, asking if I'd read that series, and we hadn't actually spoken since last Christmas, and it was so nice to hear from her, and I was like, why has it taken us this long to speak? Like, we need to make more of an effort. So yeah, I totally relate to the problem you're facing, and I feel awful that I don't have good advice to give you other than just try your best. If you really value someone and you really value that friendship, just try your best to keep in touch, and just little things like little messages here and there go a long way. So yeah. How are we doing? We've got 2 categories left. We've got general and YouTube, so I'll do general now because it's here. I think this is a would I rather question, because it was like whether it says to have my novel published and be a huge success, or to never be able to listen to another Taylor song. This is just cruel, because I want both of those things. And honestly, if I had to choose, I'd rather my book be a success, because it has been such a big part of my life. But at the same time, Taylor's a big part of my life. And what will I do with all this merch if I can't listen to her music anymore? I don't know. But yeah, that's a really good question. What is your number 1 dream in life? My goodness, that is getting deep. I think just to be healthy and happy and healthy. obviously I'd love stuff like if I could get published. I'm looking at my mood board behind you. If I could get fit and healthy, yeah, if my book could become published and be successful, if this channel could do really well, and attract more people to it, all of these things. Sorry if the angle just changed, I just had to change the battery in the camera because I've been talking that long. Yes, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? This is such a good question, and the answer is eluding me. Where would I go if I could go to one place right now? I think I would take my mum to visit her sister. But I think that's what I would do because I think that would be really nice for everyone to see each other. But yeah, that's where I'd go. Otherwise, I think I would go to somewhere warm. It's raining, it's miserable. We've got pumpkin spice everything at the moment. But I'd really love some sunshine that's not too hot, but like a nice beach holiday or something. That would do me right now. What's your favourite colour? I don't know if it's pink or green, but like certain colours are pink and green. Like I like, no, that's not the right colour pink. I can't see the right colour pink from here, or the right colour green. Oh, this, more like this colour green, like this kind of emerald downwards type green, like, and I like sage as well. I think I'm gonna say green actually. And then I've got 2 people have written, do you believe in ghosts, in different questions, and I'm now concerned that you've seen a ghost in my videos and this is your way of kind of teeing me up to let me know that there's been a ghost in one of my videos. Yeah, I don't actually know if I believe in ghosts. I personally have never seen a ghost, which is probably why I'm not sure if I believe in them. But then saying that, I kind of believe there were I don't know if there are still mermaids, but I do believe there were once mermaids, and fairies and all this sort of stuff. So, to be honest, I haven't given ghosts that much thought. It's not something that that's really occupied my mind. But yeah, let me know in the comments, do you believe in ghosts? And someone said, or the afterlife as well. I also have purposely tried not to think about this too much. When I was younger, I was a bit macabre, and I was a bit like, I used to fall asleep being like, what if I never wake up? Like, what if I just die? And that was so dark. And yeah, I've tried really hard to like break thinking about death and afterlife and that kind of stuff. So I'm afraid I don't have very coherent answers for you there. What do I do for work? This has come up quite a few times in my videos recently, people asking me this question. I work in marketing. I work from home and then I go into London probably about once a month at the moment. So I have a marketing job. I really enjoy it. It is not stressful most of the time. I have a lovely team that I work with, and I think I've just been very lucky with getting the job that I've got. Yeah, I honestly couldn't ask for a better boss, couldn't ask for better co-workers, and I just feel very fortunate. Will we ever meet your elusive cat, and what is his name? Again, the cat is asleep, so I'm not gonna... Everything's asleep. So his name is Bumble, or Bumblebee for his full title. He was actually named after a transformer, not the insect. My brother named this cat, so that is why he was named after a transformer, because we got... Bumblebee is old. He is 18, is he? Mum just told me he's 18, which is bonkers. He's an old boy now, but I think we got him like 2006, 2007, so it was when the Transformers movie came out, and my brother loved it and decided to name his cat that, so that's what the cat's name is. If you were having a dinner party, which 3 guests would you invite, either past or present, And then, and do you believe in ghosts? So this is a great question, and I don't know. There's I probably would invite Taylor Swift just because I'd love to know if she is as magical in person as she appears she is. I know they say don't meet your heroes, but I'm willing to take the risk with Taylor. Otherwise, I think I would invite Jane Austen, which would be a bonkers comparison. But I honestly feel like they would get along fine. I don't think we'd need to worry. And then the third person I'm not so sure about. Which three guests would you invite? Either past, if I can invite anyone. I really don't know who the third person would be. The first two came to me quite a lot quicker than I thought they would. Maybe someone like Emma Watson was such a big... Emma Watson or Keira Knightley, someone like that who I like grew up watching on film and was absolutely obsessed with. I think, or Natalie Dormer, someone like an actress. I'd have an actress. I don't know which actress, but it would be one of these actresses that I grew up and was utterly obsessed with. I had a Tumblr at one point that was just like British actresses that I really liked, and I just posted pictures about them. It didn't last very long because I got bored quickly, but yeah, that would be the three people. One of my favourite foods and cuisine. So I think my favourite food / cuisine is Italian food. I think out of all the countries in the world, I would be safest going to Italy because I like pizza, I like pasta, I like ice cream. I think I'd get on well. I've been to Italy, I've been to Rome, and I did quite well compared to other places where eating is a bit more of a problem because I don't eat fish and stuff like that. So it can be a bit challenging, some of the places that I want to go. But yeah, and then any bucket list places to try. So I would like to go to Walt Disney World. I would like to go to New York. I'd like to go to the Maldives. Where else is on my bucket list? Those are the ones that are coming to mind straight away. My brother likes China and Japan. I'd love to take him there one day, just to explore. So that would be something I'd like to do. Yeah. And then we're on to the last page of questions, guys. We are doing it. We are on to YouTube. So I've got a couple of questions that are the same. So what made you start a YouTube channel and why? What do you do for work? Oh, I've answered that. So what made you start a YouTube channel and what made you start a YouTube? I think you said you were started as a young'un, and what made you want to keep it as an interest? So I was quite young. I was 13. So 17 years ago, I started YouTube. I started with fan videos of Harry Potter clips set to music. Two most popular ones had like 30,000 views each, and they were Avril Lavigne songs. It was Keep Holding On and another one. And yeah, I thought I was the most famous person in the world. I wasn't even in the video, but that was the first one I uploaded to YouTube. Other than that, I've done everything from kind of this channel now and this content you see now to a Doctor Who channel where me and my friend at the time would take it in turns to review an episode of Doctor Who. What else have I done? I think I've given you enough examples, but yeah, I'm very much happier with this channel now. Why have I kept it up, I guess, is the other question. Why have I kept it as an interest? I just love making videos. I love sharing. Oh, sorry, I've just noticed my drink is there's water coming out and it's coming towards my laptop, and I'm just moving you closer to me. And my mum has just thrown me a tissue because she heard what I just said. Thank you, Mum. There we go. You can go back a little bit now. So I've kept it as a hobby just because I really enjoy it. I really like to share, and storytelling, I guess, is something I really like with writing, but also just chatting and telling stories. Like at uni, one of my flatmates said I'm a good storyteller because I used to be quite dramatic. I think I'm still quite dramatic, but especially at uni, I was quite dramatic with telling stories that had happened to me during my day, because stuff always used to happen to me at uni. Like weird stuff would always happen, and I'd get home and I'd just blurt everything out. But yeah, yeah. Oh, I throughout my first degree, I was vlogging. So I had clips from 2013, I think. I was at uni and I had all those clips as well. So it's just lovely memories as well, to be able to go back and watch some of these things and be like, 10 years ago, what was I doing and how was I getting on? And yeah, it's like a time capsule, but on the internet for everyone else to see as well. So yeah. What else? Do your friends or family or work colleagues ever watch your YouTube channel, and do you feel awkward about that? And then also, do people know about your YouTube channel apart from your mum? So the people who know about my YouTube channel include my parents. Both parents know. My brother knows, but he's could not be less interested. Who else knows? Most of my friends, actually all of my current friends know. And then a couple of my colleagues know because I mentioned it during my interview, because it was marketing and I was trying to show that I understood what I was signing up for. So yeah, people know about it. In terms of people who watch it, mum is the only person in my family who watches it. And my other friends, I've got a couple of friends who watch it as well. I used to feel quite awkward about it. I still do feel a little awkward. Not with mum because she's here when I'm filming anyway. So, but with other people, it can be awkward. Yeah, it's just a weird thing to put yourself out on the internet like this, and it's almost weirder now. I've got a little bit more, like I've got more people following me, because when it was just me recording videos, it was like, oh, Sophie's just being weird again. But now it's like, oh, people actually are starting to watch her. So I think you kind of can't help but speak slightly differently when you're talking to an audience rather than when you're just kind of making it for yourself. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. What other questions have I got? I've done these out of order. Would you be able to produce some shorts, please? So in terms of shorts, I've tried a few in the past and it's not my forte, I'll be honest. I do much better, as you can probably tell by this video, because I think it's over half an hour at this point, is that I talk a lot. My skill, I think, is in long form content where I've got the ability to talk and I've got the ability to, I'm not like a big editor. I'm not like a snappy, do this, do this, do this, do this kind of person. And I'm not like that when I do YouTube content either. So I will have a look and see if I can do any shorts. But I'm not promising anything because it's just not my strength. Maybe one day if I get an editor, that's a goal of mine, to one day be able to afford an editor. Yeah, maybe one day, but at the moment it's not something that I'm prioritizing. How would you feel if you met any of your followers in public? This actually has happened once. I think they'd seen my videos. I don't think they were actually a follower, but they came up to me and said that they'd watched my videos. It was at a work event a few months ago, and it was the weirdest experience because I think at that point I only had like 600 followers, and they were telling me like some of my videos that I'd done, and I was just sitting there like, what is happening? Like, I just didn't know how to react to it because it was so unexpected. I think because I was in a work setting, I wasn't thinking about YouTube and that kind of stuff anyway. But yeah, afterwards I regretted not spending more time with them and like chatting to them more. But if you ever do see me in public, please feel free to come and say hello, because that would be amazing. I think I was just a bit shell shocked from it. But now it's happened, I think I'll be better at coping with it. But yeah, it was a weird experience, but I think it would be great to meet people in real life. This one's quite exciting. What do you think about your channel hitting almost 100,000 views? How exciting is that? Yeah, let's have a look, shall we, and see how many views we're on at the moment, because we are getting quite close to that. Analytics. What am I looking for? Views. Lifetime views. Oh, the dog is awake. So I've got some private videos on my channel, so I can't tell you exactly, but at the moment I am over 100,000 views. It says 105,000 views. But in terms of public public videos, I'm not sure how far off we are. Yeah, it's bonkers, isn't it? It's so exciting. I feel so grateful to everybody who has watched my videos. It feels very odd to have so many views on the channel. I know a lot of them have come from like the weight loss videos and stuff like that recently, so I'm very grateful to those videos for doing that. But yeah, it's very exciting. I feel very grateful and I'm very happy about it. And then I think this is the last question. Last question, we've made it. Being at 2K and monetized now, have you thought about reaching out to brands, hello Lily, about sponsorship deals? The answer is no. I know that some brands do sponsor smaller YouTubers, but I haven't really thought about, hello darling, I haven't really thought about reaching out to anyone yet. Again, it comes down to time really. I'm really prioritising what I spend my time on, and I'm going to talk to you about it in a second. But I know that outreaching to different brands and stuff is quite time consuming. You've got to send hundreds and hundreds of emails and you probably get like a couple of responses. So yeah, it's something I'm gonna leave for a little bit, but this brings me quite nicely onto what I am doing and my little announcement, which I'm really excited to make. The dog is walking all over. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come up here and tell them about the announcement? Do you want to come up? She could not look less interested. Do you want to come up? Yeah, so she's been sleeping on mum and now she's gone back to mum. Now she's had a little stretch. So my announcement is, drumroll please, that I am launching a Patreon. I'm so excited. I actually wanted to do this when I was probably around 500 subscribers, and I let my imposter syndrome be like, no one's gonna care. When you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can launch it. And then I hit 1,000 subscribers quite quickly in succession, and quite quickly, and then in quick succession I hit 2,000 subscribers, and I'm still like, oh, no one's gonna care. But I feel like it would be such a lovely thing to do as in terms of like having a community, because it's such a nice little space we've cultivated here on YouTube, and I just want to engage with you more. So I want to have like more behind the scenes stuff, more like a community chat function, so we can all talk to each other a bit more easily than in the comments, because the comments on YouTube are driving me mad, because I answer one and then someone replies and I can't find the reply. I keep getting emails saying people are replying to comments, but I can't find them, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so my idea with Patreon is really just to build a community with you, anyone who kind of cares. So yeah, it's gonna launch on Friday. This video is going up on Tuesday, so this video, hang on, let me get my ducks in a row. This video is going up Tuesday the 27th, and Patreon is launching on Friday the 30th, probably around 7:30 in the morning. I'm not going to promise you that because I'm doing it before work. So I will be getting up and launching it, and then I will post it everywhere. So if you follow me on Instagram or on YouTube or anything, you should get a notification, or a post should pop up somewhere, or it will be on my videos going forward if you're interested in that. If you are, that would be absolutely amazing, but if not, that's totally fine. Nothing is going to change here on YouTube. I'm still going to aim for 2 to 3 videos a week, but I just thought this extra space would be so lovely to have. Really get to know people better, because it's so lovely having the Amazon gifts and stuff like that, but I feel like I want to be able to chat back to you a bit more, and yeah, it's just, I just want to connect with people really. So that's my little announcement that I've been very excited to tell you. I've been working on it for a little while now, like I said, and yeah, so one tier, I'm launching 2 tiers, and one of them is going to have like an extra bonus video a month and all this sort of stuff. So if you're interested, after Friday I will link it down below. But yeah, I've been talking for way too long, I've just noticed, so I'm gonna go now. But I want to say thank you to everyone who sent a question. This video's been long because I've answered all of the ones I've seen, and it's been the most fun I've had for ages. So thank you for the questions, thank you for watching, so much love, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye.